भद्रं कर्णिभिः शृणुयामदेवा भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्रः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तस्तवंसस्तनोमि व्यासेव देवहितं यदायु स्वस्ति नो इन्द्रो बृहस्तवः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्वदेव स्वस्ति नस्ताक्षो अरिष्टनेमि स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु हरि ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, I'm not the ego. I am truth, consciousness and bliss. Satchidanand. I'm all-powerful, omnipotent, 100% and 100% of the time, divine power. I'm all-pervading. I exist here, there and everywhere, beyond creation even. I'm omniscient. I know the past, present and future because I'm beyond creation. I've existed before creation as consciousness. God without a name and form. From me, creation manifested. I entered into creation to give it life. I'm the driver in the body. This vehicle body is made up of the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air and space. It is constantly changing. One day, I will lose the body. I am not the mind, as the mind is a bundle of thoughts coming from the environment through the 5 senses: seeing, hearing, smelling, touching, and tasting. I react to the environment through my organs of actions: mouth, hands, legs, organs of reproduction, and organs of elimination. The sense organs and organs of action are instruments totally under my control as I navigate to rediscover that I'm consciousness, God without name and form. I'm not the intellect, the power of this passion and discrimination, as the intellect is influenced and hijacked by the ego. My ego falsely identifies me as I am what I have, I am what I do, I am my reputation, I'm different from you. Things are missing in my life and I'm separated from consciousness. I'm free from the body, mind, intellect, and ego identification. I'm consciousness, I'm perfection, I'm liberated. Devotees, welcome this morning, on a beautiful morning here in Jamaica, Queens, New York. And, well, wherever you are, maybe India, Nepal, Guyana, Trinidad, London, so many of you are joining in. And we want to come together as one big family. And we want to worship. We want to have devotion and faith. And this morning I like to sing this bhajan. Oh Lord, the whole world has been offering flowers to you. But today I want to surrender myself totally, body, mind, intellect, and ego. I'll be singing my song to you. Is the mala that will be put around your neck to show my faith and devotion to you. Some days I have good times, and some days I have bad times. But lead me to the path when there's no more pairs of opposites, where I've gone beyond the body, mind, body, intellect, and ego identification, and I become an observer into this universe. Oh Lord, this world is so false. I can only know the truth coming to your feet. Duniya ne chadhaye moorat je, main guru ko chadhane aaya. Hey Guru tihare dware pe, hey Guru tihare dware pe, मैं सभी लुटाने आया हूँ, दुनिया ने चढ़ाए मूरत जे, मैं खुद को चढ़ाने आया हूँ। माला सरसों की बनाई है, तेरी आरुसी से समाई है। जन्मों से सोई भक्ति को, जन्मों से सोई भक्ति को, गुरुवाक जगाने आया हूँ। दुनिया ने चढ़ाए फूल तुझे, मैं खुद को चढ़ाने आया हूँ। मेरे अवगुण चितलाना ना, मेरी श्रद्धा ना लौटाना। टूटे फूटे भावों से भरा, टूटे फूटे भावों से भरा, मैं गीत सुनाने आया हूँ। दुनिया ने चढ़ाए फूल तुझे, मैं खुद को चढ़ाने आया हूँ। झूठी जग की झूठी माया, साचा सुख तेरा दर पाया। हे गुरु चरण लगा ले मुझे, हे गुरु चरण लगा ले मुझे, मुझे चरणों में समाए आया हूँ। दुनिया ने चढ़ाए फूल तुझे, मैं खुद को चढ़ाने आया हूँ। Why we go to the Guru feet? Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurudevo Maheshwara, Gurudeva Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Dhyana Moolam Gurur Murti, Puja Moolam Guru Param, Mantra Moolam Guru Vakyam, Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa. Oh Gurudevs, you are the creator, the sustainer and destroyer of evil. Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. You are the one that we have to meditate on. You are the one that we have to do puja by worshipping your feet and drinking the water of those dust particles. You are the one that give us the message. You are the prophet of the age. You are a practical God. And you would have shown how it to be done in the course of the sojourn in this human body. And then with you, only through your blessings, your grace, that we could lift ourselves to the state of Godhead. Our prayers this morning, we want to be like you. For this, I like to chant this Gita sloka, where Krishna Bhagavan is talking to Arjuna. Bhumirapo analo vayu, kamano buddhireva cha, ahankariti yanme binna prakati ashtara. O Arjuna, these 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air and space, and combine with them the 5 senses, and also the mind, intellect and the ego. These are the 8 items, Ashtadasha, that the 5 elements, the 5 senses, and the mind that makes up the mind, the intellect, the power of discretion, dispassionate, and in my ego. These are the 8 things that make up me. Lord, I want to surrender them today because I want to be just like you. How do we surrender our body, mind, and intellect and ego? You know, the activities of BHARAT SEVASHRAM by doing Karma Yoga and doing Bhakti Yoga and doing Gyan Yoga and doing Dhyan Yoga. Oh, devotion, Seva, and meditation. These are the 4 things that we have to do in our path every day, and learning the scripture, Gyan. When we do this, then our 5 senses will be operating. And BHARAT SEVASHRAM was created by Swami Parameshananda. It's an organization. he would have said, I want to have my organization with that of the Buddha. Why? Because it's an organization. There are many other sampradayas, but they're not an organization with activity based on all, like in all for the sake of human beings. As a member of the United Nations with ECOSOC status, BHARAT SEVASHRAM, there's the 17 Millennium Goals, SDGs, and what it is, how to care for this Mother Earth. And when we do that, BHARAT SEVASHRAM is doing that. And in addition to that, it is also taking care of humanity in all respects, service to humanity and service to God. You know, I had the opportunity to join America SEVASHRAM first ashram, and there when I joined the ashram, Swami Vijayanandaji would have said, Maharaj, you don't do any kind of reading for 6 months. Why? Because he was saying, do the seva, purify your mind, do for others. When you do for others without looking for a reward, that is instantaneous, bliss. Sreyo hi jnanam abhyasaj, jnana dhyanan vishishyate, dhyanat karma phala tyagas, tyaga kshantiranantaram. Hey Arjuna, when you're going to worship me, like we'll do the Guru Arti this morning, when you worship me, it's good that you come and you'll be offering these 5 items symbolic of surrendering the 5 senses, and which is surrendering mind, and they're coming from the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, space. So you'll be surrendering your body, and with intellect, then you'll be, by listening to kathas and all my teachings of Bhagavad Gita, then you can surrender yourself, and the ego will be shattered. So this is how we have to do it. So surrendering, Swamiji said, don't read anything, because he wants to do the karma yoga. Because when you do selfless service, as the sloka is saying, when you do selfless service, instantly you get the bliss and the purification. So serving there, and then he had plans, and then send me to India. These are things that you might say I'm egotistic, but you know, our experiences, it's who we become. And yes, I had the opportunity to serve in all aspects of the ashram, activities of the ashram, floor, door-to-door collection, preaching, and all kinds of things. And then serving as ashram. In other words, when I had the opportunity to go and serve in Bajitpur, his birthplace and God realization, I was asked to go and meet all the ministers of the Shikhs in the government in Bangladesh. Why? Because what we want them to do the road that leads to the ashram from the main road. We want them to do the bridge. There was a bamboo bridge go over the canal there. Oh, so primitive. And then also to do pave the canal so that water would not cut into the land. And after, going with these 5 senses and being the proximity of these ministers there, eye-to-eye contact, and nice words are spoken. And then they decide to do all of this work, millions of rupees. Why? Because Swami Parameshananda would have said, it is always good that the local people in a country should take responsibility for the uplift of the ashram there. Yes, foreign money can come in, but we must engage as much as possible. And this is what we were able to do in Bangladesh, and engage the local government and donors. And the same thing in Gachila in Bihar. When we went there and we want to start, Swamiji said, we want to start a school, make a nice building for the girls. 300 girls, they were in a shabby little houses there, but we want to make a good place. And foreign devotees said, okay, let's start a project. And lo and behold, within a short while, the government see what we're doing, and they took over the project. The government comes and they take an interest in the ashram there. The same thing with Guyana that we do, and it's foremost of our mind that I would have gone to the streets of in the Georgetown and knocking on corporate doors and asking for donation, and going to villages and meeting them, and they see the robe, the orange robe, and they relate to it. Why? The senses are operating. They see, and they see the work of the ashram reaching out. And what happened? Money's given. Same thing with corporations. Call them, send email, talk to them, and they will be sending money. This is the way the ashram is built. Yes, foreign money will be there, but let the people of the country take responsibility for their local ashram. And then what happened? The survival of the ashram is going to be guaranteed in that instance. And we see it in Bangladesh, we see it in Bihar, we see it in Nepal, the same thing, and we see it in Bangladesh, and now we see it in Guyana. I saw it in Trinidad, and all the ashrams in BHARAT, SEVASHRAM. So this morning, it's such a powerful message that all of us should get involved when an ashram is being built. Why? Because we'll take an interest. Because if ashram is built and you don't contribute to it, you cannot get the real benefit of that ashram. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om. And now we will be singing, doing the Guru Arti, the act of surrender, like the bhajan was saying. Duniya ne chadhaye phool tujhe, main khud ko chadhane aaya. Oh Lord, I'm going to surrender my body, my mind and intellect and ego to you this morning, and I want you to give me the divine mind. Har Guru Shankar Shiva Shambho, Har Guru Shankar Shiva Shambho, Om Har Guru Shankar Shiva Shambho, Har Guru Shankar Shiva Shambho, Har Guru Shankar Shiva Shambho, Har Guru Shankar Shiva Shambho. Join me as we bring the holy waters from all the rivers around the world and bring them into our presence, because we want to worship you, O Pranavanan Shamji, O God. We want to worship you with all the holy waters from the various rivers. Om Gange Chayamane Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmada Sindhu Kaveri Jale Asmin Snanidim Kuru. Make this place a pilgrimage. Om Kurukshetra Gaya Ganga Prabhasa Pushkarani Cha Tirtanyatani Punyani Kale Bhavantoha. Om Amrito Pasterdamasi Swaha, Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha, Satyam Yasha Srimayi Sratam Swaha. Om Shanno Devi Ravishtaya Apo Bhavanta Pitaye Shanno Ravi Sravantuna. Om Vak Vak, Om Prana Prana, Om Chakshu Chakshu, Om Srotram Srotram, Om Nabhi, Om Hridayam, Om Kantaham Siraha, Om Bahobhyam Yashubalam, Om Karetala Karaprishti, Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyati, Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyati. Om Hari Om Shanti Shanti Hari Om. Om Sahasra Shirisha Purusha Sahasrakshu Sahasrapat Sahumin Sarvato Sritvam Atyatishta Dashangulam. Om Sarvatah Pani Param Tat Sarvato Akshi Shiro Mukam Sarvatah Sruti Maloke Sarvamavritya Tishtate. Om Jyoti Shama Pita Jyoti Tamasaha Paramuchyate. Jnanam Gyam Jnanagamyam Riddhi Sarvasya Vishtitam. Om Gati Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivashaho Sharanam Sure. Prabha Pralaya Sthanam Nidhanam Bijam Avdyayam. Om Tvamari Deva Purusho Purana Tvamasya Visvasya Param Nidhanam. Tvamabhaya Swasvato Dharma Gupta सनातनस्त्वं पुरुषो मतो मे ॐ पितासि लोकस्य चराचरस्य त्वामस्य पूज्यस्य गुरुचर्यं न त्वत्समोऽस्ति अभ्याधिकः कुतोऽन्यो लोकत्रये अपि अप्रातिमं प्रभावम् करो जया गुरु करो जया शिवा ॐ करो जया गुरु ॐ करो जया शिवा गुरु ॐ शिवा गुरु ॐ शिवा करो जया गुरु ॐ करो जया शिवा ॐ करो जया गुरु ॐ करो जया शिवा करो जया गुरु करो जया शिवा करो जया गुरु करो जया शिवा ॐ करो जया गुरु ॐ करो जया शिवा करो जया गुरु करो जया शिवा करो जया गुरु करो जया शिवा ॐ करो जया गुरु ॐ करो जया शिवा करो जया गुरु करो जया शिवा करो जया गुरु करो जया शिवा करो जया गुरु करो जया शिवा ॐ करो जया गुरु करो जया शिवा ॐ करो जया गुरु करो जया शिवा गुरु ॐ शिवा गुरु ॐ शिवा करो जया गुरु करो जया शिवा करो जया गुरु करो जया शिवा Let us all pray. This morning we are so blessed to be in the company and the home of the enlightened one, Swami Parameshananda ji. When that happens, Krishna Bhagavan would have said to Arjuna in Gita in meditation that this can be your last birth when you're in the home of the enlightened. And being in BHARAT SEVASHRAM is being in the home of the enlightened and all its branches all over the world, Guyana, Trinidad, Nepal, Fiji. Om Jnanam Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Om Mantra Satyam Puja Satyam Satyam Deva Niranjanam Gururvakyam Sarasatyam Satyameva Paramam Param Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam तत्परं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ पितृमातृसुरेरबन्धु विद्यातीर्थानि देवतं नातुल्यं गुरुणा सेवं स्पर्शयेत् परमं परम्। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्देवा परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ ध्यानमूलं गुरुर्मूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपरं मन्त्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमासुकरं केवलं ध्यानमूर्तिं दन्त्वातीतं गगनसादृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम्। ॐ नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदा साक्षिभूतं भवातीतं त्रिगुणारहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव गुरुकृपा हि केवलं only through the grace of the Guru can we succeed. Guru Kripa hi kevalam. We asked this morning, oh Guruji, Guru Maharaj, give us your blessings and give us your Kripa, and then we'll be well on our way to our moksha liberation. We want to be just like you, nothing else. We know there's the possibility. This is the purpose of a life, to be just like you. Nothing less than that, because it's all inside of us. This morning, devotees, I hope you enjoyed it, and put some of it in practice, that what you've heard. Hari Om Shanti Shanti Hari Om. Bolo Sisi Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Bharat Sevashram Sangha ki Jai. Anam Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki Jai. Bhagwan Shiva ki Jai. Bhagwan Buddha ki Jai. Sab Santan ki Jai Jai Sitaram. Have a blessed day. I hope you're feeling happy like I am.